Today we want to talk in a very deep and slow way about fear, because fear is something that almost every human being feels at different moments of life, even if they do not always talk about it openly.
Yes, Eric, fear can appear in small daily situations or in very big life changes, and sometimes it stays quietly inside our minds without making any loud noise, but we still feel it strongly.
When I was younger, I was afraid of many simple things like speaking in front of people or trying something new that I did not understand completely.
I remember similar feelings in my own life, because new experiences often look bigger and more dangerous in our imagination than they really are in reality.
Fear usually grows when we stay still and think too much without taking any action to test the situation in a real and practical way.
That is true, because when we avoid action, our mind continues building stories that may not be true at all.
Sometimes fear is not about danger, but about the possibility of making mistakes and feeling embarrassed in front of others.
Many people avoid learning English because they are afraid of saying wrong words and hearing someone laugh at them.
But mistakes are natural steps in growth, and without them, improvement becomes almost impossible for anyone.
Every fluent speaker today was once a beginner who made many small and uncomfortable mistakes.
When we face a small fear and survive it, our confidence increases little by little, even if the progress feels slow.
Confidence is not built in one big moment, but in many small brave decisions made quietly.
For example, speaking one sentence in English today may feel difficult, but tomorrow it will feel slightly easier.
And that small difference between today and tomorrow is the sign of growth.
Fear often disappears when we move toward it instead of running away from it again and again.
Avoiding fear gives it power, but facing fear slowly removes its strength.
Growth does not require perfection, it only requires movement and repetition over time.
Repetition may look boring, but it creates strong habits in our brain.
When we practice daily, even for a short time, our brain begins to accept new skills as normal.
Normal things do not create fear, because the brain feels safe with repetition.
Many learners wait for the perfect moment to start, but that perfect moment rarely arrives.
Starting imperfectly is always better than waiting perfectly.
Sometimes fear is only a sign that we are stepping outside our comfort zone.
And outside the comfort zone is exactly where growth lives.
Growth feels uncomfortable because it stretches our abilities beyond what is familiar.
But that stretching is similar to exercise, where small discomfort leads to strength.
If we stay in safe routines forever, life becomes smaller and more limited.
Trying new things makes life wider and more interesting.
I believe courage is not the absence of fear, but action in the presence of fear.
Courage means moving forward even when your voice shakes a little.
When learners speak slowly and clearly, they often realize that fear was bigger in imagination than in reality.
Reality is usually kinder than our thoughts.
Every time we finish something difficult, we create proof that we are capable.
That proof becomes memory, and memory builds self-belief.
Self-belief changes how we see future challenges.
Challenges start to look like opportunities instead of threats.
Growth is a slow process that requires patience and consistency.
Patience protects us from giving up too early.
When progress feels invisible, it does not mean progress is absent.
Many changes happen quietly inside before they appear outside.
Fear loses power when we talk about it honestly.
Silence often makes fear stronger.
Sharing struggles with others creates connection and support.
Support makes challenges lighter.
Step by step, small efforts create big transformation over months and years.
Time multiplies consistent action.
Learning English is not a race against others.
It is a personal journey with your own rhythm.
Comparing yourself to others may create unnecessary pressure.
Comparing yourself to yesterday is more helpful.
Fear may still appear in the future.
But experience teaches us how to handle it calmly.
Strong people are not fearless people.
Strong people act despite fear.
Every small brave action today shapes a stronger version of you tomorrow.
Tomorrow is built from today's decisions.
Growth is slow, quiet, and sometimes invisible.
but it is always happening when we do not stop.
Thank you for listening to this deep and heavy conversation about fear and growth.
We hope this long episode gives you courage to continue your English journey.